This is my review of the Comboios to Portugal service from Lisbon to Porto. Without further ado, let's get this show on the rails. First thing I usually do when I get on a train is see if there's any working plug sockets, or whether I've boarded a train to hell. Usually the sockets are only next to the window, so if you're not in the window seat, then you have to awkwardly reach across your travel partner, or even worse, talk to them and ask them to plug it in for you. Thankfully on this train, they're in the middle. Wi-Fi is priority number 2, and though I was promised free Wi-Fi by the seat cover opposite me, I've ridden enough trains to know that this is often a false covenant. Encouragingly, my partner was already ignoring me to scroll intently, usually a sure sign of a connection to the World Wide Web. First, I just need to enter my password. Haha, tension's killing me, so I opened settings. Here I used a common editing technique to blow my screen and ensure that the attention of the viewer would be only where it needed to be, and for no other reason. Tension's killing me, so go hit up the WC. Number 1 was interrupted by this sign. Why were people throwing books, bottles, maps, and rectangles down the toilet? I also found this button. Usually emergency buttons only want to be pressed when the emergency is already happening, but I admired the level of precaution this one displayed. Good button. And the Wi-Fi front really felt like all hope was lost. But then, the essentials sorted, it was time to go looking for extras, and oh boy, did I find some treats. Fully mechanized blinds. Before I was overcome with ecstasy, however, I noticed something terrible. Dual input controls, the source of over 70% of public transport-based conflicts. This was going to get messy. Didn't really want to start shit, but something had to be done. Tension's killing me. Travel partner had become frenzied, so I turned my attention to the big race that they were showing on TV. Sadly, Formula 1 isn't what it used to be, and it didn't keep me distracted for very long. I turned my attention to these buttons, which let you decorate one arm of your chair with your favourite number, as long as it was between 1 and 3, inclusive. The real magnum opus, though, was this board. It had almost everything. Speed, external temp, whether you're allowed to drink wine right now. The only thing it lacked was an accurate readout of the time. It was out by a hole. Tension's killing me. This is ridiculous. It was out by a hole. Almost 9 seconds. Holy shit. This might not seem like much, but an important business tycoon could lose everything off the back of an inaccuracy like this. Overall, I enjoyed myself on this train. A 10 out of 10 for the plugs and an 8 out of 10 for the button. Sadly, the blind controls could lead to clashes, and I've just noticed the windows aren't very clean. 7 out of 10 overall.